Anthony Jucha from Jucha Legal. Women lawyers do it better.
Sorry, I seem to have gotten things a bit mixed up this morning. See, when I got the topic yesterday, I misread. I read it, women lawyers, full stop, do it better. Oh, this was theatre sports or something. I would have stood a good chance too. I mean, look at these legs. Fantastic. I've got my mother's legs. It's my father in the middle. Speech. Women lawyers do it better. I always try to keep an open mind about these sort of things. I've tried never to let gender get in the way of anything I've ever done. Or I had done to me. Yes, things certainly are very different today from when women first entered the profession. It was 1897 when Ethel Benjamin first appeared as counsel in a court in New Zealand. She was the first woman to do so in the British Empire. I'm sure Ethel did it better. Much better than most New Zealand men, that's for sure. Today, the worms that ate Ethel would be doing backflips in her grave. Brothers, I hate to tell you, but the number of women rising to the highest ranks of the legal profession is rising at an alarming rate. And the number of men falling from the highest ranks of the legal profession is falling at an alarmingly equal rate. The legal profession is a woman's domain, but sisters, wasn't it always thus? I mean, Themis, the Greek goddess, is the goddess of law. She's Themis, not penis. We've had it all wrong. Themis, she was the daughter of Gaia and Uranus. And she's the woman who stands with a blindfold, dressed in a sheet, holding a sword and scales. It stands to reason, doesn't it? I mean, no man should stand there with a blindfold, dressed in a sheet, holding a sword. It's just dangerous. Scales can be quite intimidating as well. Remember Erin Brockovich? Ed said to her, "What makes you think you can walk in here and take whatever you want, Erin? They're called boobs, Ed." Can you imagine Eric Brockovich? They're called balls, Ed. Just doesn't have the same regal visual appeal. Themis would come in with her sword and cut them off. Put them in the scales. The left one does hang down, boy. As the artificial trade barriers are slowly being removed. Can you see? The protected male part of the profession is adjusting. And women lawyers are moving in far better value for money and displacing the men. Women lawyers probably do it better because we're seeing the best of their gender coming up through the law. The average for the boys is being dragged down by all the dead wood that's still around the place. Hell, it's hard enough in Sydney to get all the boys playing for the same team, let alone getting them to perform at their peak. Let's look at some of the recent dead wood. Marcus Einfeld. Now, would a woman ever go blaming the dead? No. I don't know. Bogus resurrections are far more a masculine idea. Justice Bottom, rougher than usual handling. Well, in my humble experience, most women are merciful enough to avoid rougher than usual handling, bending, or any such thing. John Howard, he was a lawyer, Deadwood. I think Julia Gillard makes a far better Prime Minister. Justice Young opposed to women showing flesh in the courtroom. Well, Perhaps some well-built women and men showing flesh in the courtroom might not be such a bad thing. Let's take the view of Justice Virginia Bell on the matter. As Justinian wrote last year, at one stage of her career, she had a busy practice representing men who had been sprung by the coppers trawling for trade in public toilets. The prosecution case frequently unravelled as Ms. Bell asked the arresting constable to drop his trousers in order to better demonstrate to his honour and the jury the visibility and position of the accused's penis. Now, what man could get away with that? And she's gone all the way to the High Court, has Bell. Women lawyers do it better, they have to. As good old Ethel Benjamin once said, it is well that women should make such inroads in the fields of labour. We should come to a position where women should be economically independent of men and should marry for love, and not just a home. And with more women lawyers and more women marrying for love, the number of men marrying for love is going up at an alarmingly similar rate. Better for women, better for men, better for those of us still trying to work it out. We owe much to women lawyers, they've done it tough, they do it better, and we're all better for it.